Hello, if you are new, my name is Veronica. If not, welcome back. And you can see where I have my phone. I think this is like not the greatest lighting. Let's see. Maybe you can kind of see the circle. I swear it wasn't there like 5 minutes ago. Give me 1 second. Hello and welcome. If you are new, my name is Veronica. If not, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about getting over a toxic relationship. So this is very interesting because our mind can play tricks on us. Seriously, it's very interesting how our ego tries to protect us even though we're in pain, and even though this is not like healthy, it tries to do this cycle because it thinks it's doing us a favor. So, and I'm laughing lightly because when you're in the moment, it's not good. Actually, it's very sad, but there is a way, and there is light in the end of the tunnel. There is light within each other, within ourselves. And in the moment, it's challenging. In the moment, it's difficult. And the thing is, whenever we're in this toxic relationship, we have to become aware of the attachment there, because we attract people based on our unhealed wounds. So, and I know this is challenging to really accept or to really grasp, because if you're in the moment, like you're triggered, you're probably angry, you're grieving a loss of a partner, friends, if you guys were friends, for a while as well. So you're probably angry, you're probably sad, you're bargaining able, and this is like the cycle of the grieving cycle. So I definitely recommend you to look it up, because once you can identify it, you can kind of be like, okay, I'm just in this is normal. And it is. Whatever you're feeling is valid. Whatever you're feeling is okay. So definitely honor that. And the thing is, whenever you're in this cycle, it's such a vicious cycle. And you have to kind of let go of the control, surrender, like whatever you're feeling, just honestly surrender all of it to divine source, energy, God, whatever you want to refer it to. Surrender all of that. And you have to kind of, I know for myself, it's let go of control. For me, that's something, and I'll do a whole other video podcast on it, letting go of control and just trusting that everything is in perfect alignment. And it's only painful when we don't let go, and we want to hold on to something so bad, especially when you're in a toxic relationship. We've agreed to that for so long, or for some time, or whatever. Whenever we accept disrespect, whenever we accept something other than like what we deserve, we're lowering our self-esteem. And so if you're trying to get over this toxic relationship, congratulate yourself, because you are like, hey, I know I'm going through this and I want to be different. I want to change. I want to let go of this, and it's just challenging. And that's good. That's actually a great step, because you acknowledge that it's no longer serving you. Something within you saying, hey, this no longer is serving me. And so I think having that compassion for yourself, having that love for yourself, acknowledging that it's going to be a challenge. There will be moments of grief. There will be moments of sadness, of anger, of shame. And you're going to have to be your best friend in this moment, right? You're going to be your best friend. Try to show up for yourself as much. I always actually say this in a couple of my videos and podcasts, that try to do like 3 things every day that you can show up for yourself, no matter how small or how big, and that way you can move the needle. And also it's kind of giving yourself more like self-respect or self-confidence, that hey, I'm showing up for myself, I can count on myself to do these things, I can count on myself to show up for myself and be there for myself. I don't need anything, or I don't need anything from anyone, I don't need anyone else's validation, etc., right? So there will be just acknowledging that that's just human nature, that you will grieve a little bit, you might feel emotions, and that is perfectly fine. Also finding the attachment, there's something that is attracting you to this person, right? There's some story that you've agreed on, and so just becoming aware of that attachment, and how can you actually start showing up for yourself, and how can you start letting go of this story, because not the person, because toxicity, you don't want that, but somehow you're being pulled back to that. So if you just surrender and let go of the control, let go that, hey, this might not be the best thing for me, or this, even though I care about this person, or even though like I love this person, or whatever, come back to that, hey, you are love, you are abundance. Just because you care about someone, just because you love someone, doesn't mean you have to allow them in your energy. It doesn't mean you have to be with them. Wish them the best, God bless. And I know it's challenging. I know for myself, sometimes when I lose control, and that's something I'm working on currently, I feel like, oh my God, like, something bad's gonna happen, or I might regret something, or whatever, but just coming back and surrendering that everything's in perfect alignment. End of the day, you will be okay. And at the end of the day, I will be okay. And so also, whenever you're in these emotions and in these feelings, I think honing into that, like really allowing yourself to feel those things. And then for me, I know for myself what helps me, and maybe it'll help you if you try it, is honing into it and just acknowledging that this is just projection to this person, to this relationship. Like, I am feeling this because the feeling already existed, and this person's triggering this feeling because this feeling is literally just trying to be released. So I keep finding this person because it's validating some truth that I've agreed on, but is no longer serving me. My body's like, hey, I don't want this, I don't like this. It wants to be released because it's no longer serving you. And thanking it for what it is, thanking the emotion, thanking the relationship or the person, because even though it's like, yes, not physically saying, hey, thank you, but like thinking in my head and saying, hey, just because this is like this right now doesn't mean it's gonna be like this tomorrow, and this is a great opportunity to heal and to grow. So then my next relationship, no longer do I have to attract someone like this. No longer do I have to attract a relationship like this. Because what will happen if you just try ignoring it, or even in the moment we sometimes say it's this person's fault, it's them, they hurt me, they were the ones lying, they were the ones doing this and that, whatever, That's just your ego trying to protect you, again, from feeling the pain. That's why you're not taking accountability. But remember, it always takes two people. And I know this is challenging to hear, but you have to really do forgiveness mantras if you want, if you can. I know it's challenging to do that. But also acknowledging that aligned with you in that moment, but that possibly aligned with you so you can heal this now. So now you can use this to heal, let go of that energy. Those emotions are trying to flow through. And that way in the future, because you can't, first of all, have a healthy relationship if you're still holding on to a toxic one or an old relationship, right? You have to let all of that go to bring in something that's aligning with you now, something more beautiful, more abundant. And so even sometimes it's hard for us to let go because we have like scarcity mentality that, there's no one else for me, or there's not a lot of love out there, or whatever. So you have to see what story you're telling yourself, what's the attachment there, and also take accountability that this person aligned with you. What was it exactly? How can I start showing up for myself? And sometimes in the moment as well, we might validate it as, I just really love this person, I really care about this person. And it's hard in the moment, it's really hard. And if you're going through it right now, you're probably like going through it and listening to me and saying it's not as easy as it sounds, and it's not. But you have to choose between, it's no longer choosing this person because you love them. You literally have to choose between yourself and continuing something that's destructing, you know? And although that's challenging and hard, like, no one's gonna show up for you unless you show up for yourself. No one is gonna love you unless you love yourself. Like, no one's gonna get up every morning and do those things that, you know, make you feel good. No one's going to end something or stop responding or stop that cycle unless you stop it. And so it's choosing you. It's being, you know what, I let go of the control, or I let go of everything that I'm feeling. It is what it is. It's challenging. It might feel painful, but this is actually a good thing, because this is not working. This is no longer serving me. And this is a great opportunity for me to heal, because once I'm able to do that, better things will happen. And what is for you will be for you. What is meant for you, no one can take that. And so whenever you are triggered, whenever you are like, oh, I kind of want to go back to this toxic relationship, or I kind of want to, you know, go back to this cycle, or it's just like so much going on, just breathe and choose you. Just like, I choose myself. No one's gonna choose me unless I choose me. No one's gonna show up for me unless I show up for myself. I choose myself, and I love myself, and I will be here for myself. And this might be challenging, and that is okay. I can coexist with this, and I know time will heal it. And all I can do is, like, the time will still pass, you know? Tomorrow's still gonna be tomorrow. A month from now is still gonna be a month from now. So how can you just make improvements, and instead of using that time and energy for self-destruction, how can you use it for like improvement, for healing, for just aligning more with yourself and getting those things that you truly desire in life? You know, how can you do that? And once you're able to do that, the other person maybe still gonna be there, maybe not. Maybe you realize that this was not a good relationship, you know, whatever it is. But I think just really letting go and choosing yourself, even if that's challenging, even if your self-esteem is so low, because remember, when you're in a toxic relationship, you've kind of, especially if it's like a cycle, you've agreed to so many like things that have been disrespectful for you. So many boundaries probably have been crossed, and it's challenging. But you really have to just be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, be compassionate to yourself, and know that everything will be okay. And just let go of that control and surrender. Because once you surrender, once you really surrender to God, to universe, and you allow yourself to really just let go of that energy, let go of the story, let go of that attachment, like you're trying to hold on to something, just let go. God rewards bravery. Things will start aligning for you. Just, you have to literally let go. And I did that. My first relationship, I dated this person for like 7 years. He was like my sweet high school sweetheart. It was like a cycle we had, like on and off, and he would cheat on me, and then, you know, toxic. And yeah, literally, it was challenging to let go of that relationship, because I dated this person for so long, literally forever, all my high school and stuff. But once I really let go of that, once I was really able to just be like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. Accept that, you know, accept the truth that you have to choose yourself. You literally have to choose yourself, because no one's gonna do that, and it's gonna be challenging. Then, only then, will things start aligning perfectly for you, and will you start seeing the actual message that is needed for you to grow and to evolve. And so I feel you. It's definitely not easy. It's definitely a challenge, and it might take a little bit for you to go grieve this, but I promise you, the more you let go of the attachment, the easier and the better you'll be and feel. And just also, like, I think definitely, like I said earlier, saying those words, like choosing yourself. Just choose you over that person. Choose you over that relationship. Choose you over everything. And sometimes we forget that because we think, oh, we're being selfish or whatever. But just choose you. Be selfish in these situations, and not in a like petty way, but like really a surrendering, loving way where like just let go. It is what it is. Move forward and go towards more abundance, more light, and so you can blossom and be that version of you that you were here meant to be. Like, you're only here for such a short amount of time. Like, you're literally here, and when you're like older or whenever your time is to transcend back home, you're gonna be like, wow, I really wasted this much time on this person or this relationship, when you know, that was so unnecessary to do all of that. Like, I am love, I am abundance at my core. Literally, there's an abundance of people in this world, and I'm just so honed in and narrowed to that. I was so honed in and narrowed to that I just didn't see the bigger picture. And so just acknowledging that, you know, right now you're maybe just in the moment and in the emotions, but once you're able to detach a little bit from that, you're gonna see the bigger picture. You're gonna see that, you know, in the end of the day, everything is gonna be good. And you're amazing, and you're gonna have to heal a little bit, you're gonna have to let go a little bit, but continue to choose you, continue to show up for you. And there will be moments that you will like be sad or angry or whatever, but that is part of life, and that's part of being a human, and that is okay. But just continue to show up for yourself, okay? And continue to choose you, even if it's hard. Just remember, that's a story. You deserve better, and that is perfect, that's great. And accept that you deserve better, and you will no longer like just choose you and everything. I mean, I keep saying that because I know in the moment is hard. Like, it's easy for me to keep saying these things, but in the moment is really challenging. In the moment, it doesn't matter what anyone tells you, like, you're really in your feelings, or you're really like in there, you're really in that situation. And sometimes it's so fogged by ego and by fear, you know, ego, fear, sadness, emotions, that you just can't really see the bigger picture. So that's why I'm just kind of repeating myself a couple times. But other than that, I mean, I know this is gonna be a little challenge, but you will get past it, you will get through it. Just continue to do things that, like I said, will put you in the best position possible for greatest evolution, for your inner healing, for the best version of yourself, because you are worthy and you are deserving of that. And always remember that. So other than that, I hope you got something out of this video or podcast, and I will talk to you all in the next episode. Bye.